You know what's mad? The goalkeeper Man United might end up searching for next summer could already be theirs. While everyone's talking about Sonny Lamons and who's next in line, a 21-year-old lad in Bristol has quietly been putting together one of the most impressive breakthrough seasons in the championship. Radek Vitek, commanding, fearless, and producing numbers that don't lie. From saving penalties on debut to dominating his box like he's been here for years. He's showing the kind of form that makes you stop and think, maybe United already have their future number 2 and maybe even more. This is how Radek Vitek is turning his Bristol City loan into a statement season. Radek Vitek's story has had a few twists. He joined United's academy back in 2020 and built a reputation as a technically gifted and physically commanding keeper after short spells at Accrington Stanley and BV Lens. He came back to Man United last summer looking like a keeper ready to push for more. There were whispers he'd get a look in on United's pre-season tour after his strong performance in Austria, but instead, he went back out, this time to Bristol City, and that's where everything started to click. This wasn't just another developmental loan, this was a real test, the championship, physical, fast and unforgiving, and within weeks, he went from unproven loanee to fan favourite. Vitek's first few games at Ashton Gate said it all. A clean sheet on debut, a penalty save, and a calm presence that settled the back line straight away. Fans loved the confidence, coaches loved the attitude, and by the end of the first month, he was voted Bristol City's Player of the Month. An incredible start for a 21-year-old new to championship football. From there, his performances have only grown stronger. He's faced over 30 shots on target this season and produced a save percentage around 70%, with multiple clean sheets to his name already. But stats don't tell the full story, and it's how he's making those saves that stands out. Big reaction stops from close range, decisive punches on high crosses, and sweeping up behind his defense like a modern keeper should. Vitek looks like someone who's learning the rhythm of men's football and thriving in it. Let's dig deep into his numbers because they paint a real clear picture. Saves per 90, roughly 2.5 to 3 saves a game. That's a busy but composed workload, showing he's constantly involved and staying alert. Save percentage hovering around 70%, which puts him in the upper half of championship keepers so far. And clean sheets, he's already collected 3, which is impressive considering Bristol's open attack-minded setup, as well as goals prevented. He's slightly positive, meaning he's saving chances that should statistically be going in. And finally, high claims, into double figures already, a huge indicator of confidence and command for a young keeper. And here's an underrated one. He's registered more sweeper actions than most championship keepers his age. That's him coming off his line, clearing danger and making himself part of the backline rather than just standing on it. Now his distribution is still inconsistent only, but a third of his long balls are finding teammates. But that's the easiest part of his game to polish. The rest, shot stopping, presence and mentality, those are elite level foundations. Let's talk about some of the key games. The pre-season penalty save against Real Valladolid. Small moment, huge confidence boost. And then the 4-0 win on debut. A clean sheet, command of his area and immediate trust from the defenders in front of him. Fast forward to the league, the Ipswich match, for instance. He made 2 strong saves inside the box, 1 successful big claim, 1 sweeping action and a full performance. Even when he conceded a penalty, his positioning and reading of play throughout the match was spot on. He's had multiple player of the match ratings from fan polls and match trackers. You can see it on how Bristol play. They're more willing to hold a higher line now because they trust their keeper to bail them out if needed. That's how you know a loanee isn't just fitting in. He's changing the way a team plays. So what's behind the transformation? First, reflexes and reactions. His near post saves and quick recoveries after parries are elite for his age. Second, his aerial dominance. At 6'6", he's not shy about coming through traffic to claim crosses. He's learned to use his body smartly and not just rely on his height. And third, his sweeper play. Confident rushing out to intercept through balls or narrow angles before strikers can shoot. But what's most impressive is the composure. You rarely see him flapping or second guessing himself. Even when he misplaces a pass, he resets instantly. That calmness, especially in a league as chaotic as the championship, is what separates a raw keeper from a ready one. And credit where it's due, Bristol City's goalkeeping coaches have clearly worked on his footwork and distribution mechanics. His passing angles are cleaner, his positioning after distribution is tighter, and you can literally see the improvement from his early games to now. Here's what stands out statistically about his development. His goals prevented figure has been running positive since game week 4. That means he's saving above expectation. His save percentage against shots inside the box is higher than his total save percentage, which tells you he is excelling at stopping high quality chances. His average rating across all matches has been consistently above 7. Remarkable consistency for a 21-year-old. He's already logged more high claims and sweeper actions than his entire loan spell in Austria. That's direct, visible improvement in reading play. The kind of growth in just a few months speaks volumes about his adaptability and mindset. And the recognition's already rolling in. He's picked up Player of the Month honors at Bristol, fan-voted Man of the Match awards, and the constant praise from the manager, who's calling him a different strength for the team. He's even becoming a small cult hero at Ashton Gate. That's not common for loanees. Fans love his command, his saves, and the fact he's got that aura, confidence. But he's still grounded. When you've got both the stats and the fans on your side, you're doing something right. Now let's look ahead. What does this mean for United? Well, if you look at the current situation, Lamens is still developing and, well, he's almost fully cemented his spot. Altay Bayanje's future looks uncertain, and Vitek right now is proving himself every single week in one of the most demanding leagues in Europe. If he sustains this level across the championship, keeps those numbers up, and polishes his distribution, there's every chance he comes back to Carrington next summer as a ready-made second-choice keeper. That's not hype, that's evidence. He's earned the right to be in the conversation. So here's the truth. Man United might already have their next dependable goalkeeper. Radek Vitek isn't just surviving the championship, he's standing out. He's producing saves, building confidence, and showing the maturity behind his years. If he keeps this up, come next summer, the question won't be should United loan him again, it'll be why look elsewhere when the answer's already ours? Because right now Radek Vitek is proving he's not just another academy prospect. He's Man United's next in line.